Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to another episode of LOWKEYS.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
We have lots of interesting things to talk about today. But maybe for the pre-show.
Yeah.
1 second. I have the YouTube video going in the background, so it's looping on me. I went to Japan maybe like 3 years ago, and I went to the thrift store. You know, our favorite thrift store in Japan, Hard Off.
Yeah.
And it's really dusty, but I have this Japan only Audio Technica mixer.
No, cool.
Yeah, it's a very simple, just 2 channels, and crossfader. And then,
audio mixer?
Yep, they call it a disco mixer. No
Disco
EQ.
mixer.
Well, there we go. That's more even.
I want that.
It's very simple. And it has these weird rack ears, so but it's not normal rack mount size, so I don't know what it's supposed to screw into. But it is the MX25G from Audio Technica. MX25G. But there's no information in English because I only got it in Japan, so I can't find manual. Maybe there is no manual in English. So yeah, it's a relic. I have to use one of. Have you ever seen one of these? These things? Let's see if I can get it to focus. Will it focus, please? Yeah, because gear. There we go. Because power in Japan looks the same plug. So you can plug in Japanese gear in the United States, but actually it is maybe the wrong. You have to convert it from, let's see, 100 volts AC for Japan to 117 volts AC for USA. So I have to use one of these or else slowly it will break. But this is maybe just as heavy as the mixer. So maybe makes it less portable. Hey everybody. Welcome to the show.
That mixer has no power supply?
No.
TSU unit?
No, it has, well, it's just wired into the back.
I see.
So just straight wire. Whoops. Up right here. Yeah, just straight wired in. But in true DJ gear fashion, it's all RCA. Wah, wah, wah. All RCA. Sad face. But I guess that's good if you have all RCA gear, but not very useful in other situations.
Nice.
That is my pre-show interesting item of the day. That's all I've got.
I also want to show.
An interesting item of the day.
Ta-da!
What is that?
Do you know kakizome?
No.
Japanese kakizome. Shuji? First, maybe first of year, like January 2nd or something. Some Japanese people write traditional style drawing. I'm drawing Japanese kanji. And my children also have homework.
I see.
Homework. お習字、書き初め、ホームワーク。So, sometimes I also want to write. So, this is my first daughter's homework, same as first daughter's homework. 星雲大使。Maybe this meaning is have a nobility mind, noble mind.
Have a noble mind.
Have a noble mind. ブルー、青、ブルーね。ブルー、雲はクラウド、ビッグ、ウィル。
So cloud mind, big will is like have a noble mind. Interesting.
Yes. But I cannot. My drawing is not good actually. So I bought blank 掛け軸.
I see.
Blank 掛け軸. Some traditional Japanese style hotel have Japanese tatami's room.
I see.
Sometimes that room has this style 掛け軸. I think if I put this my drawing, that is more. Some people feel this strings is good.
I see. Gotta have it on the right paper.
Yes. So.
But you only get one chance. What if you make a mistake?
What?
You only have one paper, so do you have to draw very carefully?
Yes. Because actually this paper is for my children's homework.
Gotta get serious.
Yes. They give me one paper only.
I see.
So.
All right. Well, we have a lot to cover in today's show. So why don't we throw that intro? We'll give folks some updates on the XFM, and then we'll dive into our topic. Hidden gem synthesizers. Oh boy.
Yeah. So let's go.
It's time for LOWKEYS. All right. So we are working hard as usual on the Live in Bass and Beats. I said the XFM earlier, but the new model is the Bass and Beats. For those who aren't familiar, it is a combination drum machine and monophonic bass synth. The bass engine is wavetable based. And I think one of the biggest pieces of news, I guess we'll save it for behind SONICWARE, but inside SONICWARE, I should say.
Inside SONICWARE.
There is some news about how many wavetable slots there are. So stay more towards the end of the show, and we'll talk about those changes, upgrades, I might say, to the Bass and Beats. But you have been doing a flurry of different content, kind of showing the Bass and Beats and some of your other synthesizers. So there was one you did with your family, and I was wondering if you'd be willing to share that here on the show. Maybe?
I'll go. Sorry.
Would you like to share that one?
Yes. Of course. After Inside SONICWARE.
We'll show that one after? Sure.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead. Sorry. I just confused.
I threw you for a loop there. My bad. Hey, Josh, how's it going? Welcome. We could pause on that and watch that another time. Dive into our main topic, perhaps.
Yes.
All right, let's do that.
Okay.
So, on today's show, we are going to be talking about hidden gem synthesizers, and we did a poll in our Facebook group, and I'm going to share my screen really quick here. Share screen, and we're going to go to window, this one. Cool. And if we could share our screen here, I'll close a couple of these tabs here. We did a nice little survey here talking about different hidden gem synthesizers. And by far, with 8 votes, our top one was the Kawai K4. My first synthesizer, and clearly it has captured some hearts and minds. We have the Yamaha SY85, which was a synthesizer that was a combination of all that juicy DX7 technology and also in combination with voices that were PCM sample voices. So lots of beautiful chorus and brass and all kinds of great textural sounds. And then we have Loom 2, which that one's a VST. I'm always trying to give the VST some love. It's not all about hardware. Loom 2 is probably the best VST additive synthesizer that I've seen in terms of the user interface. And it sounds really, really good. And for some reason, it just has never gotten that much attention. We've seen a couple other pieces of gear that the Preen FM2, I'm not familiar with that one. So we'll have to check that out. We have the Casio VZ1. Very exciting. That's, I think, I'm not sure if that one is a sampler or not. Or if that one is just the Casio engine. We have a bunch of FM, Bastille, Castle. We have Sonic Charge's Simplant. That one's got a crazy interface. So, yeah, I figure we want to save a little time for the K4. So I think we should maybe just jump into a few of these ones that are maybe a little bit less popular. And we can just kind of show them a little bit here. And I feel like starting with this Sonic Charge Simplant, because it's a pretty easy one to show quickly. Sonic Charge Simplant. There we go. So this is a very interesting synth because of its interface here. It sort of looks like a plant. And the idea is that when you make a sound, you can pull out these branches from the center of the plant. Here, I'll zoom in a little bit. You can pull out these branches from the center of the plant to change kind of the flavor of the sound. And then once you've created a patch that you like, then you restart and all the plants go to the middle, and you can keep pulling them out and keep developing the sound. So here, we'll check some of this video out. Hopefully, let me know if you can hear it, everyone. We good? We hearing it?
No.
Yeah. So it starts with a seed.
I cannot hear that sound.
Okay. I think I need to share the tab. So give me just a second. I will stop screen, share screen. Here we go. We'll go Chrome tab, Sonic Charge Simplant. All right, here we go. And then we'll try that again. One second. Let me just reload the page. And then.
佐藤さん、アッドストリームしてあげないと。
Yes, please. All right.
Okay.
You can hear it now? Okay, sweet.
Yes.
then you pick a branch that you really like out of the branches, and then you regenerate it from there. So now he can keep pulling it out to create a different sound based on that sound. But each branch sounds a little bit different. And then it has some global effects as well. And yeah, once you work it from there, and then you pick a sound that I wish it didn't show this more video sound, but that's the idea, is that you keep growing, like you pull out branches until you found a branch that you like, and then you turn that branch back into the main seed, and then keep pulling it out from there, and keep and it has all the parameters of a normal synth, but the interface is just pulling out a mixture of different parameters with each one. So definitely, if you have a chance, give it a shot. And this company, Sonic Charge, you may have noticed they made the sound engine for one of the pocket operators. So this drum machine was turned into the Utonic pocket operator. So they figured out how to turn this VST into a pocket operator. So if you make patches on the pocket operator or in the synth, it goes back and forth, I think. So that's the first one that I wanted to show on here, just because it's a pretty quick one. Quick company to show off. Cool. And then let's jump back to our survey here, and let's see if we can find a good video. Do you remember the Yamaha SY85? Yeah. Were you familiar with that when it came out? Sonic Yamaha 85
digital workstation.
There is
no FM synthesis.
Oh, really? Maybe I'm wrong.
Oh, really?
Musictrack.jp. My favorite. I think there's a demo here. Did I get the number wrong? Yeah.
PCM.
Is it PCM only?
Yeah, PCM and FM. Hybrid synthesis.
Yeah.
Maybe. Oh?
Yeah, here's a good demo of it. Let me share my screen again. Share screen. Chrome, tab. This one. This is also one of my favorite demo gentlemen, Thiago Malen. He does, I think he's based in Brazil, I think, but I'm not sure. Somewhere, in Brazil. And he does all kinds of synthesizer demos, especially of kind of classic big workstations. He does a great job. So let me play his video here so you can get a feel. So it's got those super crisp PCM sounds.
Yes. Evan.
Yeah.
Wikipedia says SY85 is final model of SY series, and this model has only PCM synthesis.
Oh, interesting. Well, I guess I was wrong. I thought it was a hybrid of both. Interesting. Well, but I thought this was interesting because after the SY series, I think they started doing like higher fidelity samples. So it starts sounding like really kind of different, I guess, and like much crisper. But the SY85 and the SY series in general, I feel like has a kind of the more old school sound to it. If you want another video that sounds of the SY series, musictrack.jp with Uechi-san, his demo of it is really good. I think because he was a sound designer on it.
Yamaha SY77 でございますね。
嬉しいです。
Yeah, so I really like his demos. Like when I first got interested in synthesizers, his videos explained all different brands to me. So without his videos, I would not know very much about synthesizers.
By the way, this SY77 has only 4 megabyte ROM.
Wow.
Only 4 megabytes ROM. Wow.
Somehow they had to, because I think that's part of the sound, is that they reduced sample rate down of the samples. Or bit depth down so that they could smush those sounds down, or make a little loop and have a loop point in small sample.
Yeah, maybe, but that sound is very, very nice. So
yeah. And these models, it's difficult to find modern versions because there's no VST for all the samples, and yeah, it's just hard to find that sound, and the sounds are not compatible with Yamaha motif. So they're kind of maybe like orphans, you know, only available through the old hardware. So I don't know. I just like to show off synthesizers. So maybe if you are at Goodwill or Hard Off, like a thrift store, and you see a big gray box like this, you know, it's probably a good deal.
Yeah, maybe. いくらで売ってんだろう。
Yeah. Let me see.
SY77.
Yep.
Oh, you can buy 150 in Japan. No.
So
Really?
that's 150?
150. 150? 150難しいな。150 US dollar.
Okay. So that's
But I'm not sure this is an auction.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe that's the starting bid. There's no way.
Maybe so.
Because I think in the US, those things are worth at least like $600 or $800. At least on Reverb in the US. But it's hard to know. It's hard to know. Let me see if I can. Another one that folks were talking about was the Casio VZ1. Let's check that one out. I don't remember which one that one is. Let me see if I can find it. YouTube. Casio VZ1. I can't remember if that's the sampler one or not. Oh yeah, I think this was a good video of it.
Casio VL Tone VL1.
Z1, yeah. Okay. I was confusing it with the FZ one, which is the Casio sampler. The VZ one is here. I'll share my screen here. Let me just grab this one. Share this one. Okay. Share. I have too many tabs open. All right. We'll grab that one. Share screen. Share screen. Okay. Chrome. I'm going to go with this one. Yeah, this one sounds great. Let me full screen it. Y'all can hear this one. It sounds so good. I think later on, does some other patches as well, I think.
Interesting.
Yeah, right? Totally new sounds. Like, what the heck is that? Whoa, let's see if we can grab another patch in here. Oh yeah, this one sounds cool too.
Interesting.
Let's see if we can see if we can find another one in here. Hey, what's Quantize? What's up, man? Welcome back to the show. We're exploring hidden gem synthesizers on today's episode. This is the Casio VZ1. So good.
Nice.
Part of the reason why I'm excited to work for SONICWARE, because we are exploring new territory of digital synthesizers. I think there's been lots of focus on analog only, but there's lots of interesting places to go with digital synthesizers.
Yes.
And yeah.
This IPD synthesis is also same approach for digital synthesis, I think.
So is it sample based? Is it PCM, or is it some kind of virtual analog?
IPD synthesis, interactive phase distortion synthesizer. There is 8 module. One module have 5 waveforms, sine and sawtooth or something, and 2 noise, and you can also mix each module or modulate. You can also control modulation assign.
Interesting.
結構面白いこれね。なんかミックスモード。
Interesting.
ミックス and ring mode.
Interesting.
Phase mode. Maybe this is like one kind of FM synth style.
Yeah.
I
If
think.
if I remember correctly, phase distortion was Casio's response to FM synthesis because Yamaha had a patent for FM synthesis. So all the other companies wanted FM sound, but they could not use it. So
I understand.
phase
I see.
distortion is sort of like FM. Instead of multiplying one sine wave times another, what phase distortion does is it takes like a one waveform and then it sort of squishes it and unsquishes it depending on another modulator. So it kind of makes FM like sounds, but kind of not. It's a different sound, but it never really got super popular because Casio didn't their synths were just never quite as popular as all the Yamaha stuff and Korg and Roland. But it's definitely something to definitely worth checking out. And also, I thought I'd show this too. Let me give me 1 second. This was similar era. Instead of being phase distortion, this was Yamaha's sampler. So this is called the FZ1. If it will load here. And this is one of probably my top 5 synthesizer demos of all time. I think it's very interesting.
Oh, nice.
It's like, those early samplers sound so good.
Nice. Really nice.
Let me see if I can find one more sound on him. I think. And then I think. Yeah. So, but imagine programming everything on a tiny screen like that. That display only for. I mean, maybe it has more characters than Leliven, but.
yes, that's right.
Nice.
sampling rate is 36 kilo.
Yeah.
Or 18 or 9 kilo.
Or 9.
Nice.
Oh, interesting. So if you want to
Nice.
save space, you can really smash it down.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
If you choice, you select 99 kilo, you can record 58 seconds.
58 seconds. That's a long sample.
Yeah. Enough.
Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, if you have a chance to check out Elmo Sex Whistle is his channel, and they're also very active on Gearspace too. So if you're curious about the perspective of somebody who's really passionate about digital synths, definitely check out their stuff as well. Yeah, so let's see what else is on our list here. We had somebody talking in chat. Where's Quantize was talking. We see some name drops in here on the CZ series. Yep, that's the main phase distortion synthesizer by Casio. And there are really good Casio CZ VSTs. So there's one from Arturia, I think, and then there's another earlier one.
CZ1000.
Yeah. So I only have the original one. It's on Plugin Boutique. It's really cheap. It's like $5 or something. But the guy who worked on the original VST emulation also worked on the Arturia version of it. So I'd say if you already have the Arturia bundle, or if you're thinking about picking it up, I'd say check out the Arturia. I can just look it up real quick. Arturia Casio CZ. It's just got more modulations than the original VST that I have. And yeah, this is it. So if you're looking for that kind of style, it's definitely worth checking that out. And it's got a lot of mapping options and a little bit less challenging to program, and it's got like all these envelopes and stuff going on. So yeah, it's definitely worth checking out this VST. But somebody in the chat, let's see, they were saying the VSS30. All right, we're gonna check that out. VSS30 sampler. Let's see if we can find that real quick. That's why we're here, y'all. Check out the hidden gems. Let's see, VSS30. Have I seen this thing before? No, not yet. Let's see. That is Yamaha. Let's see if we can find it. Oh, I am not familiar with this thing. Yeah. Wow, there's not a lot of info about this one. Let's see. This one looks like it. Yamaha VSS30. All right, let's to Google. Let's see. Yamaha VSS30 sampler. You can find this one. VSS. There's a VSS 200. I don't know about the 30. VSS 100. Let's check out this one, the VSS 200 sampler. All right.
Hello, everybody. Welcome again to Gear Facts, and I am a very lucky guy because I have managed to pick up a Yamaha VSS 200 vintage sampling keyboard.
Heyo.
With the classic Yamaha FM sound set as well. An amazing. Or we can set it up as a loop.
This looks like a real.
A very big change in its overall sound there. The sampler just waits for you to.
So I think this is one of those ones that it was like very consumer level, and it lets you do the sample manipulation in different ways. So you could play sample forwards and then backwards, or you could play just cycling the same sample or different methods. Let's see if I can find just a good picture of it. Yamaha VSS 200. Let's see if I can just find the image of it. Images. Aha! Yeah, it's one of these classic brick of plastic Yamaha units here. Interesting. Yep, that was those early days of sampling. It was like a big deal that you could say something and then have it like, very cool. Very cool. Yeah. Let's see what are some of the. Let me check see what some of the other ones were on our survey here. All right, we have the Preen FM2. This is not one I'm familiar with, so let's jump in here. Preen. Whoops. Let me back up.
Yes.
Preen FM2. Oh, it's showing up in Google. Interesting. Let's see what this is. Huh. This is some kind of module-based thing.
Pretty?
I don't know. Oh, it's got an editor. Let's see if I can find a Preen FM, Synth Anatomy, Best Modern DIY. Oh, it's a DIY synth, so maybe you have to build it.
Oh.
So you have to, they get you the parts maybe, or you can order the parts. Interesting. Good old Synth Anatomy here. Let's see if
Hello YouTube, welcome to a new Synth Anatomy video. Today I want to give you a review and my impression of the Preen FM2 synthesizer. The Preen FM2 is a DX7 style desktop FM synthesizer.
So it's a DX7
or assembled version.
You can get kit or assembled.
Market for around €200. And something in advance, I do not want to give it away, I really love this synth. One of the highlights is that it shows a single FM synth, but in total 4, which can be played and operated individually. So Preen FM2 is a multi-temporal synth with 4 parts, or a DX7 times 4. The instruments button on the right side, you can select the individual parts. Too bad, splitting the parts and mapping them on the keyboard is on the hardware not possible, but you can play it with 4 different MIDI channels, and it's also a powerful feature. With up to 14 voices of polyphonic, 8 if you have a patch with 6 operators. A quick look at the backside. Here you have a power supply input, a USB connection that allows you to load your patch.
Got it.
6 operators. With velocity
28 algorithms. Holy crap. All right, let's get some sound going here. So it's got a bunch of different arpeggiator patterns. Let's see if
its own waveforms goes beyond classic.
So it's got a bunch more waveforms than a traditional FM synth.
You have also all classic parameters.
Let's see if we can hop on to some more sounds here. Interesting. And he said €200. So that's a pretty good price for floor DX7s and €200. I'm not sure if that was constructed or is the kit. That might be the kit price. So if you have the means to build it. Interesting. Huh.
Sounds good.
That's definitely an
面白い。面白いね。
Our fans, they just have an interesting taste. All right. So let's hop on to another. We've done most of these. We have, I think, the Bastille Castle. Let's see if we can check that out. BASTLKAS. All right. Oh, it looks like maybe it's a drum machine. Whoa, look at this thing. Holy crap, it's tiny. All right, let's see if we can find... Oh, it's mini modular. What the... All right, let's check it out.
Bastille Castle. Version 1.5 is better than the original in several ways. It has black durable enclosure, micro USB as power option, new sound core which sounds way better, and new synthesis modes. Everything about the castle works the same except the oscillator out and the secondary oscillator out that replaced the square wave
It's
output.
tiny cables.
Now there are two different synthesis engines running at the same time. Therefore, the mode patch point allows you to have 6 different synthesis modes instead of 3. So we have the original modes. With mode not connected, we have the phase modulation with improved precision, ranges, and less aliasing. Listening to the secondary output results in the phase distortion, with wave shape intensifying the sinking of the oscillators, achieving these drones. And on the full setting, the typical resonant sweep.
Whoa, that's tasty.
Is connected to plus, and we listen to the oscillator out, we have the track and hold modulation as on the original. On the secondary output, there is new mode, the Formant synthesis, inspired by one of the first synthesizers ever built. The Helmholtz synthesizer that allowed us to hear different sets of harmonics produced by series of tuning forks, acoustically amplified by Helmholtz resonators, creating so-called formants. These can be selected by the wave. Modulating it results in some nice arpeggios.
Nice.
Naturally, you can also make a stack of oscillators by connecting these two patch points together.
Nice.
Finally, there is completely new digital noise synthesis when the mode is connected to minus. This is a granular playback of the program memory of the castle, exposing the nature and true beauty of the digital misrepresentation. The secondary output provides more tonal version of the same algorithm.
Pentalagus Music, welcome!
Oh, welcome!
We're exploring hidden gem synthesizers today. Interesting. All right, well, that's fascinating. That's so cool.
Nice.
It's so small, it's tiny. It's like this big.
Yeah,
Very cool. All right, folks, you're hitting us with the interesting ones.
Pentalagas Music-san, hello.
Let's see, how deep are we? Oh man, we're 48 minutes in. Holy guacamole! I knew this show was gonna fly by. All right, we're gonna check out the DX200 Detroit Microsound. Dropped it in the chat. And then we need to get to our main course, the YK4 that everyone's talking about. Let's see. Let's see. Let's check out this live set one. Let's see what it sounds like. Oh man, this is a long one. This is more SONICWARE style, right? What?
Nice.
Let's hop to another track here.
I love this design.
Yeah, me too.
Very nice.
Ooh, yeah. That's good sample selection. Although, is this sample based or is this FM drums? I can't tell. It might be FM drums because it's DX,
drum.
so it's probably
DX200.
Yamaha. Yeah, let's see if we can find some more. This is
Pro qualityの音源システム。
Galo Folan. So if you want to check out his video, that's his channel. Very interesting demo. Let's see. Is this thing? What is this based on? I think it's all FM synthesis drums. I think maybe.
FM and AWM2.
Ah.
Okay. AWM2 rhythm track.
Ah. Okay, that makes sense. Fully compatible with DX7 system exclusive MIDI. Ah. So you can do DX7 patches on the main DX7 and then upload it to the DX200. So you can have Groovebox. But this, I mean, that's more common now, but back, when did this come out? This looks like maybe 90s or something. When? Okay, let's see. Release date. It's saying 10 years ago. When was this? Aha! This was 2001. Interesting. So they put like the DX7 sound engine plus some drum stuff all in one box. Yamaha made so much. That's the thing about Yamaha. They made so many crazy gears.
Yeah, Casio also.
And now they only make montage. Why? Why? Yamaha?
Nande?
It's tragic. It's tragic.
We should make it ourselves.
Yes, we'll just make it ourselves. So they're leaving the market open, right? Okay, so let's get to the main course here. The number one most voted in our poll was the Kawai K4. Speaking of companies that don't make synthesizers anymore, Kawai, which now is primarily makes electric pianos and also grand pianos. They, back in the 80s and 90s, they also made a line of synthesizers, which were K1. And then the last one they made was, I think, the K5000 or the K6000. I'm not sure. It was a giant additive synthesizer, and it was their last hurrah. But one of the ones that they made in the middle was the K4. And in some ways, it was similar to the D50 and also the SY85 and the SY77 that in that they are primarily sample-based instruments. It was the very beginning of the idea of having synthesizers that were, the main engine was just samples. But the K4, in many ways, people called it the poor man's Roland D50. And so me, liking digital artifacts and low-resolution sounds, that was actually my first hardware synthesizer. I started with VSTs, and then I went to my local music shop, and there's a wall of rack mount gear, and I got the K4R, which is the rack mount version. So to just start it off, so you get a taste of what this synth sounds like, here is one of my favorite sound sets. This is an aftermarket sound set. Let me grab it real quick. I will share it on screen here. And I'll full screen it. But this gentleman, Bitly, has made a really amazing sound set for it. He doesn't, it's hard to find on his website. You might have to send him an email in order to get the SysX. But this sound set sounds great. see if I can. Let's see. Yeah, this is using ring modulation.
This has also rhythm section.
It does. It's very limited. It does have drum sounds, but it doesn't have a sequencer. So you can send it MIDI notes to access the drum section. But the main idea is that it's a has 4 voice full PCM samples. And what's interesting about this is that recently I sent my K4R to Germany for a guy to make a VST version of it. And I'm hoping that he will. So if you look up Nils Kawai, you'll find it. Aha, let me see. This is his website. So this gentleman made a VST version of K1, which was the first model. And this one is somewhat similar to the K4, but no filter. So
no filter,
it's four sound sources, and then you can choose different PCM sample, and you can do pitch and different envelopes for each one, and then there's vibrato, and it's a little bit more limited. Actually, give me 1 second. The VST looks like the actual hardware. So Robert Garvey, who is one of our members in the Facebook group, he happened to live very close to me, and he let me borrow his K1M, which is the desktop module. Sorry, it's flipped for everybody, but this is the K1, and this here is a joystick. So you can mix between 4 different PCM sounds.
I see.
So Robert Garvey, thank you so much for letting me borrow this, and he even gave me the card that comes with it. So I want to try sequencing it with a Liven, but so this is the K1, but I sent him a K4R. Let's see if we go to this section of the website. So the K4 says on it that it is 16-bit, but this gentleman did. He took the sound chips and he did a dump of it, and he analyzed it, and it looks like half sounds are 16-bit, other half are 8-bit. So 16-bit sounds are for smooth instruments, strings, but for more noisy sounds and drums, it's 8-bit. So they were managing having very small space in order to, but he did all the analysis here to try and figure out what is the format for it. See, because at first when he did the dump, the data was not useful. But after he figured it out, he started to figure out what is the format of the data. So he can get the 16-bit samples and the 8-bit samples out of it. So it says, although Kawai claimed that the K4 was 16-bit, it was only partially true, as only half of the sample data is 16-bit and the other half is 8-bit. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. So I think he's very busy because he's a programmer for a games company and has many other projects. But hopefully someday, if it's possible, we might get a K4 VST version. That would be very cool. But yeah, when you were in Japan, like, so the K4 came out like in I think maybe early 90s. Was that a brand that you thought about when you thought about synthesizers, or was that not a very popular brand?
K4?
Yeah, or just Kawai in general, their synthesizers.
Yes.
Because I think I only found it in the United States because of luck.
Yes. Now I'm.
It's not a brand that I think a lot of people are familiar with. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, it reminds you of the CZ101, some vaporwave magic. Yeah, it definitely has some really interesting sounds to it. One person.
We also how to get now maybe.
Yeah.
Also.
I now my K4 is given away. I have to. Well, the K4R is gone, but I found a K4 keyboard version at a pawn shop for $50.
50?
So it's kind of broken. The keyboard.
Broken version.
But the sound engine works fine. I just opened it up and cleaned out all the contacts. But here's a really cool example of the K4 being used in context. This gentleman, Stephanie Richards. Let me grab his. I'll put it on the shared tab. He's a very interesting producer. I think he's based in Canada. I'm not totally sure, but he has an amazing studio. And if you check out any of his videos, he really shows how a really interesting process for recording synthesizers onto tape and recording little snippets so that he can recycle those sounds later. But he's a big fan of the K4. So we can watch a little bit of this. It's not too long.
In 1994, I released this album, and this was called Facade, and it was the second tape I ever released. And the reason why I want to talk about it today is because this album was almost done with only one synthesizer, which was the Kawai K4. Which I owned back in the 90s. I sold it in 1997, I guess. It is a very cool Rumpler, and back in 2016, I decided to get the rack mount version, which is the K4R. And, talking about this synth is the main reason I'm doing this video today. But just before, let's listen to the music I made with it back in the days.
Nice.
So what he's saying is what he would do is record onto a 4-track with speed turned up and then slow it down after.
This is kind of a cheap Roland D50, and that sums it pretty much, in my opinion, because this is the same idea. This is a rumpler, which means that it is sample based. There are sample contains on the ROM chips, hence the rumpler name. So what exactly a Roland D50 do? The first thing that you hear of each sound of a D50 is a sample. These samples serve as a starter, okay? It's for the transient of the sounds, and then the synth engine kicks in. So at the end, what you hear is a very complex waveform generated by the processor of the synthesizer. So Roland called this technology linear synthesis. So this is for a D50. This, on the other hand, works practically in the same way, but not exactly with the same results. So yeah, this synth relies a lot more on the sample-based portion of the whole idea, and you can hear it. You can always hear artifact and glitch and looping in each sound, and it's far from perfect.
So I think that if you're curious about the K4, how to use it, what it sounds like, this video is a really excellent overview of kind of the history of the instrument and how he used it in context. And yeah, but he has many other videos on his channel showing how to record albums on 4-track.
Nice.
And yeah, you're saying that even his video has lo-fi feeling. Yeah, I think this is perfect synthesizer for him.
Yes. By the way, when did he shoot these videos? Upload this video?
2020. So about 2 years ago now. Yeah, I think he's moved studios since this video. And he's also released a couple of albums. So yeah, he's building a studio right now. So if you're curious about construction and building a studio, definitely check out his channel. And also, let me see, he has a website where he sells, I think, his albums and stuff. So you can check them out on his website. Let me show his website really fast. But yeah, that's the K4. It's definitely worth checking out. Yeah, here's his website with his he has this is what I was looking for. He has a Bandcamp website with all of his albums and everything on here. So definitely check out I guess his Bandcamp name is Saint-Samuel. So definitely check out his albums. I think he has that K4 album on here. Maybe not. But yeah, definitely check him out. And yeah, that's just about everything I wanted to show about the K4.
Nice.
But maybe in the future we'll do another hidden gems. There's unlimited synthesizers out there. Are there for you, Endo, were there any synthesizers that you feel were like hidden gems for you, or ones that you really liked that are less common?
Okay. I want to check comment first.
Okay. Somebody was saying the Yamaha TQ5. I'm not familiar with that one. Oh, I've seen this thing. It looks like a piece of modern art. Yeah. Oh, this thing looks crazy. Okay, hold on one second. Yeah, hold on one second. Share screen. Share screen. Share. Chrome tab. Yeah, share. There we go. Look at this thing. Boom. That is the real shape of it. It has like square, but has diagonal lines across. I think it's like a FM based synth.
TQ5.
It's TQ5. He said he had an external programmer for it. Let's see. Yep, there we go. FM workstation in a keyboardless, sparsely decorated desktop unit. It takes after the smaller line of FM synthesizers like the DX 121, TX81Z. Yeah. 4 FM operators per voice and 8 voices of polyphony. Interesting. So
I also have 8-track sequencer.
Interesting.
So interesting.
There's an unlimited amount of interesting. Yeah, doesn't have a great rating on this website, but hey, what does Vintage Synth Explorer know after all? You know, if you enjoy it, who cares what the rating is? The user rating is 3.5, so maybe they got it wrong. I don't know. Detroit Microsound says, terrible to play, but I had an outboard programmer that made it for me by a friend. Oh, so it was like an aftermarket programmer that was sending, was it sending MIDI CCs or was it using SysX? Knowing the era, it was probably SysX, question mark? Not sure on that. But Pentalagus Music is saying something super appealing about rack mount. Yep. It's hard to beat rack mount. It's definitely a vibe. It's definitely a vibe. And they often are cheaper than the other options. Yep. But I want to know about you, Endo. What were some of your hidden gem synthesizers? What were some?
Okay, go. Please. Please share that.
Yeah. Which? Okay. All right. Hit me with some model numbers here.
Model number. Yeah. I want to say
favorite.
About my favorite.
Favorite. Yeah.
That is not. Okay. That is synthesizer with sequencer QY8.
QY8?
Maybe QY8.
All right, let me see if I can find it.
8 Yamaha.
Yamaha QY8.
Yamaha QY8 sequencer rhythm machine.
Let's see if I can find a picture. Is there no picture on here? All right, we gotta find somewhere else.
Why?
Yeah, you know it's obscure when there's no picture. Let's see, images. Oh, yes. What? What is this? Whoa! What the heck? Interesting.
Very interesting.
Yamaha. Oh, this is the Yamaha website. Let's see what it says.
Yes.
A style sequencer. allows users to enter notes into the grand staff displayed on the LCD screen. Users use their thumbs to navigate through interface such like a game console. The
Yes.
QY8 is equipped with 50 distinct styles, each with 6 sections, including intro, fill, and ending. Creating performance data is easy as selecting chords and styles and entering melodies and other notes into the grand staff on the screen. Wild! What?
So,
interesting. When did you get this thing?
Maybe, いつだっけな。中学校だから13歳。Maybe 30 years ago? 30 years ago, maybe I get this and I can make many musics by this. Very easy to use.
Huh.
Already have this has already have many patterns, but rhythm pattern with some backing music and bass and lead and more. So you don't need put your notes. But if you want to customize your, you can make you can also make your pattern on pattern.
I see.
So これ面白い。This very funny gear. This is.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find a video of it really quick. Here. This one looks good.
Nice.
Wow.
一周回ってパターンいいな、このパターン。That's nice pattern.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find another one here.
Where is my QI8?
Hold on. See if we can find a good demo here. It looks like this person made a whole album on only Yamaha QI8.
Nice.
That's wild. Well, we could be in obscure synthesizer land forever. But I think we probably need to show folks. We want to leave a little time because we're already an hour and 20 minutes. Holy crap! Let's show the Inside SONICWARE video.
Inside SONICWARE. Okay,
give you guys an update on the live and bass and beats. Yeah.
Hey.
What's up?
I've heard you are gonna select wavetable samples for the bass and beats.
Yes, that's right. That's right. After now, we already received many wavetable samples from sound designer. So we need to check that sound and select this sound.
Can I join
of course.
the meeting?
Of course.
Thank you.
ソニックウェアって言ってんの？
Hey.
Hey, what's up?
Are you tired?
Yes, a little bit. A little tired.
Did you decide?
Yes, but that is not enough for presets wavetable.
How many wavetable samples does it have?
Now we have 56.
56?
56, but we need 64.
64? 32?
Ah.
I don't know.
Yes, actually, we decided to change amount of wavetables.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Oh, wow.
that is good news.
Yeah.
So, Bass and Beats has 64 wavetables, so we need 8 wavetables, 8 preset wavetables more.
Oh, really?
So, because next week, sound designer will start to making preset-based sounds. So, that preset-based sound need all wavetables. So we have only 3 days.
Wow.
4 days. So
Work hard.
yeah, work hard. So, so
Thank you.
thank you. Work hard.
Yeah, see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Saturday. 64 wavetables.
Yep. That's exciting.
Double.
So what was the thought process behind making that decision? Because right, the unit only has so much memory. So did you find a new way to condense them, or did you just decide that more space should be used for wavetables?
When we started development based on the beats, at that time, actually, we have a margin, some buffer. We make buffer, and but now, we already know how. We already know about the program size of bass and beats, and also we already know about PCM sound size. So we can decide, we can increase wavetable amount.
So that we could use some of that buffer space that we're leaving because we don't know, how things are gonna, especially if features are going to be added, that the program size might change. So in this situation, we've been able to break out some more space for those wavetables. That's awesome. That's great. Yeah, I think.
Yes.
And I think also you have been showcasing some of the SONICWARE.
Yes.
Synths and making some jams, Endo's jams, you might say. So would you like to share some of those on stream?
Okay, please.
Okay. So should I find them on...
stream しましょうか?
1 second. I will find it. What would be the easiest place to find it? SONICWARE Inc. Facebook page?
Yes.
Okay. 1 second.
いや、ソニカインクに上げてなかったでしたっけ？僕のジャンビで。Maybe you can find my Instagram.
Okay. Sounds good. Give me 1 second. Instagram. Is it the Dr. U Endo or the SONICWARE?
Dr. U Endo.
Okay, sounds good. 1 second. Dr. U. There we go. I found it. All right, and then I will share my screen. Share screen. Share screen. Chrome tab. Dr. U Endo. Boom. I'm gonna just scale it down. I think it was this one is the cool one. Let's check this one out. We'll check this one out too. Are these are using the XFM?
Yes, XFM.
All right, let's check them out. Oh, turn the audio on.
Mai-san.
Awesome.
Actually, on Twitter, this video preview, page view is over 100,000.
What? It's got 100,000 views on Twitter? That's wild.
But that is not related with selling amount.
Yeah, if only. Every tweet is a purchase, right? Theoretically. Do you want to show one of these other ones too? Which one do you want to show? This one? The second one or the right one?
Snow.
This one?
Last one.
This one over here?
Yesterday, Tokyo has snowy. Very cold. Very cold. So, 11時39分にデトロイトマイクロサウンドさんが褒めてくれてるんですよ。それをちょっと11時39分ですね。1時間前。いや、もっと上ですよ。11時39分。39分だからもっと上ですね。
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yes. Thank you so much. デトロイトマイクロさん。デトロイトマイクロサウンドさん。Great video, Aria Dog, the snow video. That's just to the XFM. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you. いや、寒かった。
Yeah, definitely follow this page. This is Dr. U Endo. It's definitely worth following this page if you're on Instagram. And then there's also the SONICWARE. Yeah, also follow the SONICWARE _ Inc. as well. On both of those, we put content, so it's worth checking out. It's a good place to get early updates on different things and new products and stuff like that. And if you haven't already, definitely join the Live in Facebook group. That is a really good way to keep track of everything and ask questions, because there's lots of great people on the Live in Facebook group who love to answer questions. So yeah, and then this is where we just put our survey up here about hidden gem synthesizers. And if we do another episode, we're gonna have to. There's a lot of comments here of all kinds of interesting synths here. So if you're interested in trying out new gear that maybe is less expensive because it's less popular or just sounds really interesting and different than normal, definitely check out that thread in the Live In Facebook group. And then furthermore, if you're interested in the K4, which was one of the synthesizers we showcased. 1 second, let me share that. Would you mind bringing up my screen really fast? Excellent. So that's in the Live In. Let's see, that's in this tab. Too many tabs open right now. Let's see if I can. Oh, let me share a different screen. I'm sharing too many screens. Sorry about that. Share screen. Tab. Here we go. So if you're interested in the K4 as well, this is the Kawaii K4 Facebook group. Lots of really, really nice folks in here talking about, K4 and different, sharing new patches and different things about changing the battery and all kinds of different stuff. So if you're interested in the K4 and you're interested in digital synthesis, this is definitely a Facebook group that's worth checking out. And let's all explore synthesis and especially digital synthesis together. And maybe we can learn from these old dinosaur synthesizers. New ways to make interesting sounds and also ways to make sounds that isn't super expensive. Because I don't know about you, Endo. Do you have $2,000 to buy Roland Jupiter 8?
2,000? No.
2,500 maybe?
Maybe.
So maybe not. Let's but that's the amazing thing now that digital processing power has gotten so much cheaper, and so has memory. We can make really interesting digital synthesizers as long as we're not trapped by the bias of analog only. We can explore lots of new interesting sounds.
Yes.
So hey, Sophia, that's what I love about digital synths so much. It's very affordable. That is right. Yeah. But I think that's just about everything we wanted to say on the show. Is there anything else? Or I think we're an hour and 33 minutes in. Thank you, everyone, for sticking through it.
Thank you for watching.
What's our goal? 45 minutes? We're a little over. Well, thank you also to Toxon for switching cameras for us. And everyone for joining us. We're so happy to have everyone chime in. And also, I know some folks were talking about worrying about buying our synths now. Don't worry, we're going to make lots of Live In units. So if you can't purchase it now, or ever in the future, that don't worry about it. There will be units available. So just take it at your own speed, and you might just have one Live In and just keep exploring that, keep finding new sounds and sharing them. And we're just happy to have you as part of our community. But I think that just about wraps it up. We'll probably play the outro, and we'll see you guys next week. Guys and ladies, I should say, or anything in between. Thank you for joining us.